Good morning, happy Tuesday, happy election day here in the U.S. Remember to play nice, be kind at the polls, be kind as the results come in. Play nice. We are talking about your kids in general. I don't care if your child is 2, 22, 42, or 52. When your child comes to you in tears, upset, scared, they should have your total attention. Your world comes to a screeching halt. Now, it might be something silly. It might be if they're 2, they stepped on a bug and they think they hurt the bug's feelings, or the bug might have had a family and they're in tears. That's okay. Sit them down with a cookie and have a conversation about it. They may be 12. They may be 14 and they had their first breakup. They have a crush on somebody and found out that this person likes somebody else and they're heartbroken. Well, honey, you and I both know this is just the first of many. It's important to them. Sit down with them, talk to them. If they're older and something big has happened and they're upset, maybe they had their first car accident, they scratched the car, they failed a test, they didn't make the cheerleading squad or the football team, and they're devastated. Set them down. It's okay. Have a conversation. When your child comes to you, if it's important to them, it's important to you. Don't care what you're doing, how busy you are. If you're in the middle of dinner, you're folding laundry, you're working on a project from home, set it down. Your child comes first. Absolutely, positively. I have a question. Your phone rings. You pick up. It's your best friend. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe what just happened. Your world comes to a screeching halt. I know you. You know I'm right. Everything stops. Tell me, what's going on? The other day, I had a small Brenda crisis, and I sent a note to Lynn, one of my best friends, and said, oh my God, you would not believe. Within seconds, we were on the phone. So that's it, the way it is with besties. It should be like that with your children. If you're like this with your best friend, good Lord, you should be like that with your child. When your child comes to you with a problem, with a concern, a worry, even if it's just good news, they made honor roll. They made the team. They passed the test that they've been worrying about. They got their grades. The guy they like, the girl they like, smiled at them today, and they are just over the moon. If they come to you, I don't care what you're doing, put it down. Talk to them. Give them your attention. If it's not even your child, if it's a neighbor kid, and they're excited, they got a new puppy, they're in Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, they're selling Girl Scout cookies, whatever it is, make time for them. Let them know they are important. If it's important to them, it's important to you. I have a friend, and she has a little boy that's 6, almost 7. For whatever reason, kids, he has it in his little brain that he has to call Miss Brenda every night before he goes to bed and tell me about his day and tell me good night. Okay. If it's important to this little boy, it's important to me. So I take 5 minutes out of my day to have a conversation with a 6-year-old that puts his heart at rest, puts his mind at rest. It makes him happy, makes his heart smile. Then it's worth it. It's important to him. It's important to me. It's making a child happy. It's making a child feel safe. Knowing that people care about him. Validating that he's heard, that he's worthy of his thoughts and opinions. They matter, that he matters. Every child needs to experience this. If you're a teacher, and I know teachers have it rough. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Okay. So a teacher has 40 students, and it's hard to make time, to listen to every child and to validate every child, but they do their best because every child matters. Their voice matters, their opinions, their thoughts, their ideas. feelings, it may be catastrophic to them or huge, because for a child, everything's magnified. And as an adult, it's like, seriously? You stepped on a bug and you're worried that the bug had families and they're going to be mad at you? Or you stepped on a bug and you think you hurt its feelings? Hey, to a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, that's a big deal. It shows they have compassion, and that's a good thing. Sit them down with a cookie, have a conversation. You might have to have a funeral for the bug. We've all done things like that. You just do it, and that's okay. It's important to them. It's important to you. Be there for your child. Always be their safe space. I'm not saying be their best friend, be their parent, but as their parent, you should always be their safe space. You should be the person they know day or night they can go to with absolutely anything, big things, little things, in between things. They know you're there. They know if they come to you and say, hey, I got a problem, something's wrong, I got to talk. They know you're not going to judge them. You're not going to ridicule them, embarrass them. You're not going to give them the I told you so story. You're not going to blab what they tell you. You're going to keep it in confidence. You're not going to tell grandma and grandpa and aunts and uncles and neighbors and coworkers. No. But what's told to mom or dad stays with mom or dad. Now, if they say, don't tell mom, don't tell dad, let's hear what happened, and then we will make that determination, because we may need a united front here. But let them know, no matter what it is, you're going to face it with them. If they did something really stupid and they're in trouble, okay, don't yell, don't scream, don't get all animated, no snapping and clapping, bouncing around. Listen to them, get their side. If you can, find out the facts of the matter from other parties and deal with it accordingly, calmly and rationally, without anger, without hostility, without panic. But find out what happened. Find out the truth. Keep your child calm. Calm them down. Let them feel safe. Tell them, let me get to the bottom of this, and we're going to deal with it. And if they have repercussions, let them know there are consequences to this. You know, just because I am calm now, you are responsible for your actions, attitudes, behaviors, and the consequences. And oh, my love, there will be consequences. And they will understand that. But getting upset, screaming, yelling, being violent, snapping, clapping, getting in somebody's face, don't do that. Never get in somebody's face. Don't, start pointing fingers, literally pointing your finger and getting in somebody's face. Don't do that. Show them respect. Teach them respect. Teach them how to behave in these situations calmly, rationally, and then deal with the problem and deal with the consequences. If it's important to your child, it's important to you. If it's important to any child, it should be important to all adults. Kids matter, just like we matter.